Hey guys, this is Seabass Crew here, and this is going to be a new series called Rant of the Day. Today's Rant of the Day is movie sequels. Yes, we all know what a sequel is, right? Sequel to a movie, sequel to a TV show, sequel to just about anything. A video game sequel, just sequels in entire. First off, what is a sequel, you may ask? Well, the general definition of what a sequel is a franchise, or some franchise or something like that that improves upon the original as far as the story goes and the character development and everything like that, and something that tries completely new, a fresh new idea, which is pretty good, I might ask. I mean, I really think that people are trying to make sequels a little better, but then there are some times where they try to do something new but it fails, and when they try to improve upon the original, which they don't. First thing about movie sequels is, one thing I really despise about them is just those two reasons that I just listed. Because one, they don't follow the plot of the movie that was previous to that. And two, they try something new but fail. Let me give you a very good example of a movie that should not have been made into a sequel at all. Cars 2. Really? Really? Why does that movie need to be made? Why? Why should it have been made in the first place is beyond me. Cars 2. This is where I had to say, what the hell? What the hell, Pixar? Pixar, you are a good company, but you made this movie that was unexpected and just really stupid idea to make in the first place. I mean, Toy Story 3, I would admit that was kind of a stupid idea to do, but, it was at least good. But this sequel is decent. Not better than the original. That's probably the first time you've ever done that before. I mean, all the other Toy Story movies have been getting like 100% on Metacritic and everything, and all the other rating sites on Metacritic or Cinema Blend or other movie review websites. But yeah, that is one reason why I dislike sequels. Also, another movie that should not have been made into a sequel is Terminator Salvation. Why? Why did it have to be made into a sequel? Explain to me that. Can you please explain to me why Terminator Salvation should have been made? First off, I think it's an okay movie, but it's not the greatest movie ever made. It's not. People who say that Terminator Salvation is, it's like an improvement around the storyline's a lot better. No, it sucks. The storyline sucks in that movie. I don't care what you say, it just does not make sense. And it doesn't even tie together with any of the franchise at all. It kind of does, but it doesn't really, improve upon 1 or 2. It doesn't. It's just a useless sequel that should have been made. Now, video game sequels. This is one where shit really hits the pan with this. Video game sequels do not need to be made. Okay, first off, before you even flame me about this, Call of Duty Black Ops. I don't know why it had to be made. I don't know. Why? Why couldn't they just make another Modern Warfare 3? After Modern Warfare 2 sucked monkey balls, why did they have to make Black Ops? I know that they were trying to, get what the fans wanted and everything. I understand. Fan requests are a different thing. But to make it just out of complete thought is beyond me. Now, before I even, start any flame wars, I like Call of Duty Black Ops, but I still question the fact of why it had to be made. What's next? Oh, we're going to have a Civil War Call of Duty. That would be just the basic thing to send Treyarch down the chute. But yeah, also a few other sequels that should not have been made. What is it? few other sequels that should not have been made in the first place. I can't really think of any right now. But yeah, you get my point. The whole point of movie sequels and everything, that they should not have been made in the first place. Some movies do need to be made to a sequel, because let me give you an example of a movie that definitely needs the sequel to it. It was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. That's what I mean by a good sequel, because the ending lives on a cliffhanger. And then the last one will put the pieces together as one. The plot pieces together as one. That's one thing I really appreciate about it. Now, there are a few Harry Potter movies that were terrible, like Order of the Phoenix or Goblet of Fire, which I think Goblet of Fire was okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best of the series. I still think, in my honest opinion, I think Deathly Hallows is better than all of them put together, because it's the final iteration to the franchise of Harry Potter. And then, oh, here is one that should not have been made. Star Wars The Clone Wars. Are you freaking serious? Are you serious? Why? Why did you have to defile Star Wars like that? Why? Explain to me. Out of all the people who think that that's like the best thing about Star Wars is the Clone Wars, which it's not. I just think, that's my honest opinion. I think it sucks. I don't understand why it had to be made in the first place, because the whole Star Wars saga is already complete. I know they were going to try something new, but it just didn't work. See, that's the reason why. Some things work, some things don't. Cars 2 didn't need to be made. Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. Well, that's remakes, sorry. Going off topic there. But yeah, you understand the point. Why does movie sequels have to be... Okay, here's another one that really got people on the edge. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't understand why it needed to be made in the first place, because, you know, the trilogy's already finished. But they wanted something that would appeal to the fans. The fans. Fan requests are different to making a sequel. They're different. Like, now this game may not be known to all of you, but if you do play this game, you probably would understand why. Conduit 2. Yes, I know it needed to be made into a sequel, and I saw it because the ending left it on a cliffhanger, which is why it needed to be made into a sequel. But sometimes it was terrible. The voice acting was terrible. The gameplay could get a little monotonous at times, but still pretty fun. I've never played it, so I wouldn't really know. And, let's see. And the, controls are a little bit iffy and everything like that, but I don't want to get into any in-depth look about the Conduit 2, because, you know, I don't really think it is a bad game, because I really haven't played it yet, so I don't know if it's bad or good. But of all the reviews, I see it's bad, so I'm like, why this needed to be made into a sequel is beyond me. And it had to be made into a sequel because it had to continue on that plot line. This is what I'm talking about with movie sequels. Sequels that have to follow the plot line and insert new characters and, you know, to improve upon what the original had. That's what I really like about movie sequels, is the way they improve on the plot. Now, if they do improve on the plot, but it makes no sense, then it's a terrible sequel. And now, here's just a little mini rant I'm going to insert into this video. Movie remakes. Why? Why does Hollywood have to remake so many damn movies all the time? Let me give you an example. Clash of the Titans. Why did that have to be remade? Can please explain to me that? With all the technology, we should have definitely made this remake a lot better. Hollywood, stop remaking movies. Come up with some fresh new concepts for movies, fresh new ideas. I'm sick and tired of all these damn remakes. Did you know they're also having cartoon versions into live action movies. The freaking Smurfs movie? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? The Smurfs movie. What a piece of shit that movie's probably going to be. I'm sorry. I don't understand why it has to be made into a movie. The Smurfs. It's a television show. It doesn't need to be made into a live action movie with the original characters in animation form in real life. I don't understand why movies have to be like that. Movie remakes suck. Unless they're really good. Alright, here's some remakes that I really do appreciate. And kind of a sequel, but more or less a remake of Tron. The sequel to Tron, Tron Legacy. I've never seen it, but I have heard that it is definitely a good movie. But is it better than the original? That's what everyone questions. Is it better than the original? In some ways, yes. But in some ways, no. Still, the original stands out. That's what happens with movie sequels. Usually, the original one is the best one. Then, you have the sequel. The sequel sucks, so the original one is better acclaimed. This one just goes out of the window. But yeah, that's all I really need to say about movie sequels and remakes. And why? Why the Smurfs? Why the hell? What could be the point of making a Smurfs movie? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Yes, I know it was a little bit of a more of a biased rant, but I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can and try to back up my info with factual proof. And I think I've done a decent job at it. So anyway, this is today's rant of the day. I hope you guys take this in advantage and, you know, comment, rate, subscribe, and if you want to contact me, my Facebook is John Cruz, Jon space Crews, and I have a Google Plus account too. So if you guys want to check me on that, and I'll probably put it down in the description bar. So anyway, take this rant, show it to your friends, and hopefully I'll see you guys later for another rant of the day.